Okay, we're getting ready to head on out again, back to Spokane. July is the month of birthdays, so we're going back for birthdays, and Jim gets to go to the dentist. I know he's so excited. No, we have a really good dentist, so that'll be nice, and get that out of the way for the year, and just keep busy. So next is putting the car up. Hopefully it'll be one and done, and then hook up and we're done. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to be 86 in Spokane today, so not horrible. It'll be just perfect, and we get to see family again. I can't wait to see my grandkids. I miss them. I miss my kids too, but I miss my grandkids. So here we go.
3, 2, 1, action.
Oh, a little stowaway. You can't come with us.
Okay, so you did go through the checklist.
I did.
It feels kind of weird not going through it myself.
I know, that's why I didn't want to do it until you got in there, because, you know, that's our routine. And it's been a wonky morning, so.
It's not.
And it's been a great morning.
Should we go through it?
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
I mean, I went and looked at everything.
All right, bedroom closet doors locked, furnace vent, bedroom doors closed, shower doors are locked, bathroom doors set, windows, TV antennas off, water pump is off, hot water heater is off, covers have been checked, microwave plate,
Yep.
Berkey stove, chairs are set, dishwasher's locked, refrigerator's locked. Okay.
All right. Let's go check everything. Make sure it's all done.
Windows look good, panels look good, jacks are up, sewer hose is stored, ladder is pinned, back is locked, lights look good, awnings are in, door is shut, steps are up.
Did you lock that?
Yep.
Okay.
Slides look flat. Sewer hose on this side is good. That's
Don't
good.
want to lose the stinky slinky. We've done that before. Car's up.
Chicken lights are all on.
All right. I'll check you down here. Well, everything looks good. Make sure he doesn't hit rocks or anything, which he never does, but you know, you never can be too cautious. Wow, it's nice out. Oh, that 100+ degrees we had for like a week, that was awful. I so love this 80 degrees. So nice. Here we go.
kind of hate leaving.
I do too. I tell you, we have just created such great friendships there, and it's really hard to leave.
Yeah, and the fact that our shed showed up finally.
Yay! I'm so excited for that. I mean, you did so much. You and Mike.
We got a lot done.
Oh my gosh. I am beyond excited about that. It's just one step closer.
Yeah, we got most of the installation. Now we got a couple of strips we've got to do. We actually mounted the electrical box. So now I'm going to go order some breakers for it, some outlets, get that all wired in, and it'll be nice.
Yeah, and Mike's the kind of friend you want because he makes you do things if you don't want to. He says, "It only take 5 minutes. We're going to do it." And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it."
He doesn't slow down,
No,
does he?
he doesn't. No, he's such a great guy. And Pam's, they're just great friends. We love you guys. But yeah, now we're headed home to Spokane and see grandkids. And
Well, it is your birthday,
tomorrow's my birthday.
and our son-in-law's birthday is the same day.
It is.
And then my dad turns 81.
91.
I'm sorry, 91.
Yeah.
A week later. And so we want to make sure that we're there for his birthday as well.
Yes. Lots of birthdays. Very busy July and August.
The weather finally cooled down. We were in triple digits for what, 5 or 6 days in a row?
Oh my gosh. That was tough.
It was pretty hot.
Yeah, it was really hot. But, oh man, 80s, that's just perfect.
Yeah, it's supposed to be mid 80s today.
Yeah, I can handle that.
We've got a little bit of forest fire smoke.
Yeah. I
But-
think Spokane has it too.
Yeah, well, they've got a lot of Canadian forest fires this year. There's, I don't know, probably a handful here in Montana.
California,
Yeah.
they're on fire everywhere. They're always on fire, it seems like, but I think this year is really bad.
The weather's finally supposed to cool off into the 80s, and then we're gonna be right back up into triple digits again next weekend.
So any of you that are affected by the fires, we're praying for you guys. It's scary and it's sad, and we just hope that you get through it okay.
So the trip to Spokane's a fairly short one. It's about 2 hours door to door for us, and
it's so pretty.
we gain an hour.
Yes, that's my favorite part. Is that we gain an hour.
Yep.
So we're not rushed in the mornings in Montana to get there, and we still can get there by noon. So we have the rest of the day, which is nice.
But it is a pretty drive.
It is.
We get to follow the valley up to Lookout Pass, and then come down the other side into Kellogg, Idaho, and then up across 4th of July Pass, and then around Lake Coeur d'Alene through Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and Post Falls, Idaho, and into
that's
Spokane.
beautiful. Yeah. Coeur d'Alene Lake is just amazing. But I don't know if you can tell, but look at the smoke. I mean, that's what we've been dealing with. It seems to have let up a little bit. You can actually see the mountains better than you have before. Ugh,
Yep.
it's tough.
So we've had a good time. We went on a fun ride up to Osier Ridge Lookout.
That was a fun day.
We got invited to go on another ride yesterday, but it was pack-up day, so we did not go. But we'll have more this summer.
Yes, we will.
We're just coming up on St. Regis, Montana, which is kind of a cutoff up to Glacier or up to Highway 200 and then up to Lake Pend Oreille and Sandpoint, Idaho. Just a cute little town.
It is. Great restaurants in there too. And they have the best huckleberry shakes.
Yep.
World famous huckleberry shakes. And of course we can't forget the Clark Fork River, because that, and the water's super low, you know, but I'm assuming with the hot temperatures, I'm sure that didn't help. I mean, I'm not an expert at that, but
Yeah, they even cut off fishing. It's been so hot.
yeah, the water's super warm.
So we're headed to Spokane to spend some family time with birthdays. And then I've got a couple of doctor's appointments while we're there. And then we're coming back to Montana again. So this is kind of our summer. It's kind of fun.
Yes, it is. We get to Spokane, we have a great time, and then we don't want to leave. And then we come to Montana, we have a great time, and we don't want to leave. We have to say goodbye again, and it's really tough, but we're just blessed to be able to do this.
Yep.
To be able to just take a couple hours and drive back to Spokane and see everybody, and it just makes it a lot easier.
We are back in Spokane.
Yay! And in the rain. Well, the rain has left now.
We'll take all the rain we can get.
Yes, we will.
In the inland Northwest like this, the rain kind of shuts off July 4th, and it's hit and miss all the way through September.
Yes, so this is glorious.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
But we made it into Spokane. Like we said, it's just a 2-hour door-to-door trip for us. And why do we come to Spokane?
Oh my gosh, mainly to visit family and friends. But, you know, we go to the doctors. Obviously, you hear us say that. Doctors, dentists, just appointments, just
Yeah.
car appointments, just everything to get, because we're familiar with Spokane.
Yeah. And we have birthdays here. So
Lots of
Kelly had her
birthdays.
birthday. Our son-in-law had his birthday. And my dad's birthday is coming up here tomorrow. And so he turns 91, and we couldn't miss that. So
No.
here we are. We're back in Spokane. And you know what we realized? We are 7 years on the road.
This is our 7th year.
Yep.
Coming up, or now.
Our Nomad anniversary was back in June.
Right.
And so here we are in August, and we've been on the road. We're into our 7th year.
I cannot believe it, because the one lady that I met on the road, this is actually before we did this full time, she was 9 years on the road, and I'm thinking, how on earth can you be 9 years in your RV?
Yep.
And look at us, we're almost there.
So we're going to talk in this video about our journey for over 6 years, going into our 7th year. And we're also going to talk about something that we've mentioned recently a lot, and that is an exit strategy. If you're full-time RV, you probably need at some point to talk about an exit strategy, and we're going to talk about that in this video. But before we get too far, we want to thank our sponsor to this video,
RVmattress.com, Brooklyn Bedding.
by Brooklyn Bedding. And we have been working with Brooklyn Bedding for over 2 years. We put our first RV mattress from Brooklyn Bedding in our coach May of 22. Do you remember that day?
I do, I really do.
And we still love it today, don't we?
You know, I was real hesitant. You know, you buy it online, it's shipped
Yeah.
to you, you open it up, and you're just like, oh, please let this be comfortable.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, over 2 years later, and it still feels like it's brand new.
Yeah, we have no regrets. You know, we decided a long time ago that we would not promote a product or a service that we don't use ourselves or that we don't believe in. And we get emails every day. Literally, we get emails every single day from companies that want us to promote their products.
Right.
And that's just not us.
No, our reputation is at stake, and we value our reputation. And we just want you guys to get the best mattress that you can have.
The best product.
Oh, absolutely.
Anything,
Yeah,
the
this
best
is true.
product.
Yes.
And so we put our mattress in back in May of 2022. And golly, it still feels like the first day we put it in.
It does.
We have always slept on a firm mattress, or that's what we
We
thought we
thought.
wanted to sleep on. But I got to be honest with you, our old mattress that we had was so uncomfortable, and so we put a topper on it and found out real quick that when it gets cold, the topper turns into a brick.
It gets really hard.
We would pull back the sheets, crawl into bed, and it's just like, oh my gosh, this is a brick.
A cold brick.
So we ended up with the medium firmness, and they have a chart on their website that allows you to look at your body weight and your sleeping habits, whether you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper or a stomach sleeper, and then they recommend a particular firmness.
That's right.
And so we ended up with the medium firmness, and we haven't regretted one day.
No.
So we've told you before, but Brooklyn Bedding is a mattress manufacturer. They're located in Phoenix, Arizona, and they manufacture all kinds of mattresses there in Phoenix.
That's right.
So as we said, Brooklyn Bedding has been a great sponsor with us, and one of the reasons that we like them so much is they offer 120-night sleep trial, a 10-year warranty, and they ship it for free. And what's so cool about it is they vacuum wrap it.
That's right.
They put it in a box so that you can get it through the RV
Through your door. You don't have this big mattress or
Yeah.
shove it through the door, which we've done a few times.
But you take it up and you cut the box away, you cut the plastic off, and it just balloons out into shape. It's kind of cool to watch.
And you're sleeping in it that night.
That night, yeah.
Right, that night.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So thank you, RVmattress.com, for sponsoring this video and being a partner to our channel.
Yes.
And because they're a partner with our channel, they are offering special discounts to our community. So if you'll go to rvmattress.com/sweettravels
And put in the code Sweet Travels, and you'll get 25% off your entire order.
So thank you, Brooklyn Bedding, for being a sponsor to this video. We couldn't be more pleased to have you guys as a sponsor. They are just a wonderful, wonderful company, and we recommend them 110%.
We do.
So as we said, our nomadiversary, that's our anniversary of being nomads, was June of this year, June of 2024. We completed a full 6 years of full-time RVing.
I can't believe it.
And quite honestly, we've had a few regrets. We've had a few surprises, and we've had an awesome journey, haven't we?
Absolutely. And that's going to happen. The things you miss that you used to do all the time, or the space that you used to have. But no, it's been amazing.
So let's talk about surprises. My biggest surprise, my number one surprise in all of this has been the people that we've met along the way.
Oh my gosh. You know, you're going out by yourself, and you don't know you're going to meet so many amazing people along the way. And we have. They're like family now.
We have made so many great friends on the road.
We have.
Lifelong friends.
A lot of friends.
And what's so cool is a lot of them have got a piece of property across the country that have invited us. And many of you have invited us to come and stay with you as well. And by the way, we're not done traveling yet. So if you
still want us,
yeah.
we might be there.
We just talked to our good friends Robert and Julia, who we met, 3 years ago? Last night, and they just bought a piece of property up by Finger Lakes in upstate New York and invited us to come stay. So, I mean, the offers are still coming in,
Yeah.
and we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Yes.
As we said, we come to Spokane to see my parents and our kids and our grandkids and take care of some business while we're in Spokane. But we still love to travel.
We do. It's just been a little different. You know, every season is a little different than the one before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and my dad turns 91 this week, so
tomorrow.
We didn't want to miss that, so we're not traveling this summer. We're kind of bouncing back and forth between here and Montana. So I'm going to talk a little bit about regrets. After 6 full years on the road, and we're going into our 7th, the biggest regret I have is not turning on the camera when we first started.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Because as we've told you in the past, we make this videos not for subscribers and not for whatever. We make it for us and our memories, and we go back quite often and look at our old videos.
Yeah, what a cool thing that your grandkids
Yeah.
can go back, and their kids can look back and see what Grammy and Papa looked like and sounded like. I mean, it's priceless.
It's all about the memories, guys. It's all about making
Yeah.
the memories. And we say that every week, but it's so, so true.
Yeah.
Life is so short. Life is precious. friendships are precious. We've met so many great friends along the way, and we get to fellowship with those folks as we're going down the road.
Yes, and it's really nice, especially when you can't be around your kids during the holidays, that you have other friends that are family to celebrate with.
Yeah. So, would we change anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can't think of what we would change.
We don't. I've got to tell you guys, we don't plan. We're not planners on the road.
No.
And it's worked really well for us.
Yeah, unless we're going to a rally. That's
Yeah.
about the only time we plan.
Yeah.
So,
we had an email from some good friends of ours with another YouTube channel that are putting on a rally this January in Arizona, and asked us if we wanted to come along. Do you know how hard it is? This is August. They're talking January.
and
We
when
don't
you're
plan
not,
that far
and when
ahead.
you're not planners, it's like, no, I can't tell you right now.
But we did commit.
We
and,
did.
And we'll have more information for you here
Yeah.
shortly on that rally.
Because
But
hopefully you can get involved too.
yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, I think. Okay, so anyway, we've loved this last 6 years on the road, and we're really looking forward to the next however many.
Yeah.
And that's where the exit strategy comes in, guys. We have a lot of friends that set a date for their full-time plans. And we did not set a date. We just kind of hit the road and said, well, let's see what's out there.
Right. I mean, the Lord pushed him into it anyway. So we're letting him guide us through our journey. And we don't know when that journey is going to end. It could be next year. It could be in a week. I don't know.
But every full-time RVer should have an exit strategy because it's not going to last forever.
No.
We know there will be a day when we're going to have to hang up the keys, whether it be for health reasons or family reasons or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And so what we did, this as part of, and we actually started our exit strategy when we started this journey, and we didn't even know it.
Yeah.
We sold our residence. We had a ranch, a small ranch in eastern Washington, and we sold that ranch. And we didn't go out and spend the money like there was no tomorrow.
No.
You know, we didn't go visit Europe, and we didn't go to Hawaii, and we didn't go to Mexico, and we didn't go this, and we didn't buy that. And we tried to stay within a budget, and we've told you a number of times over the years that we have tried to stay within our budget. Now, there are times when we go over our budget, and I admit that.
Yeah.
Stuff
Not very
happens.
often, but
So, but we took that money, we created an emergency account. So that emergency account, we don't touch. I mean, literally, we don't touch it because that's for emergencies.
that's just in case.
And then we took the rest of our money after we purchased our RV and we purchased our truck and purchased the car. We have no payments. And so we took that money and we invested it, for lack of a better term. We didn't put it in the stock market. And I could go into that as to the reasons why, but we probably should have, looking at the market, but hindsight's 2020.
so volatile right
But
now.
this is money that we wanted. We didn't want to lose our principal on.
That's right.
So we put it in a couple of high yield savings accounts, and that's our exit strategy money.
Yes.
Now, when we found our piece of property in Montana, we took some of that money and purchased that property in Montana, and that has become part of our exit strategy. When we have to come off the road, what are we going to do? That's what you need to figure out if you're a full-time RVer or thinking about going full-time. And you may be 25 years old and thinking of going full-time and said, I don't need to think about my exit strategy, but you do.
I'm going to live forever.
Yeah, you really do. God forbid something should happen to her and we have to come off the road, or happen to me and we have to come off the road, and for health reasons or a family member that we need to come off the road for a while. What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? Where are we going to live? Are we going to live in our RV in the North Country over the winter? No, not us.
Not here anyway, because it's very cold and
Yeah.
snowy.
So we purchased our property in Montana, and that has become part of our exit strategy. And why do I say part of? We really don't want to spend winters in Montana because we don't like the snow anymore.
That's right.
So what we're doing is as we travel the country, and we've had many of you say, what's your favorite spot? Where are you going to settle down? We really don't have any idea.
I have no clue. I really don't. Not for the winter time.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
So our exit strategy is to find a couple of places across the country, preferably one for the summer and one for the winter, that when we have to come off the road, we can shuttle back and forth between those two places.
That's right.
And, you know, it could be, you know, it all depends on where you have family and what your favorite places of the country are. So we have a place in Montana, and we absolutely love Western Montana. The scenery is gorgeous, the people are great. There's a lot of benefits to being in Montana, but in the winter, we don't want to stay there. So we're looking, I mean, we could end up, I mean, you could find a summer place in the high country in Colorado. And then in the wintertime, you may want to be in Arizona, or you may want to be down along the Gulf Coast, or you may want to be in South Texas, or you may want to be in Tennessee. It just all depends on where you want to be, but you probably need to think about your exit strategy. We don't see ourselves ever going back to a large sticks and bricks.
No, that's just too much, especially after being in 400 square feet. So tiny home, they have different tiny home sizes, so I think that's probably where we would be.
One of the benefits to going full-time is it literally forced us to downsize our lifestyle. And I tell people, it was hard to do.
Yeah.
It was very hard to do. But I tell people after we got on the road, it was very liberating.
Yes. And we've had questions about how to do it, what to do. And we started a year before, and that's also including our mail. That's a really big thing people don't even think about. We didn't really think about it at first, is downsizing your mail, all of the junk mail you get from all the companies that you have cards in or whatever, and get that down too. But it takes a while because it's tough getting rid of your stuff. You know, I mean, you've had your stuff for a long time, and that was really hard for me. So it took me sections, you know, I would do so much. And then I'd go back, and after a while, I'm like, man, let's just get rid of this and this. It's not a big deal.
Now, we're not telling you to get rid of family heirlooms
No.
or anything like that. We still have some family heirlooms
Pictures
that we're keeping.
and absolutely.
And so, but we digitized all of our documents. We digitized all of our photos, so you know we could do without that. But we don't need a 2,000 square foot house anymore. We don't need a 3,000 square foot house anymore.
No.
We don't even need 32 acres anymore. You know, it became, for us, it became a job.
Yes, it did. And, you know, as you get older, your plans change.
So as you're looking for your exit strategy, you kind of need to know what your goals are later in life.
Yeah.
And if those goals, our goals right now are to stay small and stay mobile as much as we can. And so we're talking about maybe a tiny home in one place and a tiny home in another place. Who knows? We may have half a dozen tiny homes across the country. I mean, we love Virginia. We love Kentucky.
I know.
We love Tennessee.
Oh my gosh.
We love South Texas.
That's always been kind of like my dream, is to be able to have a piece of land in our favorite places. That would be perfect.
Probably the biggest thing to remember is your exit strategy is your future. Figure out where you see yourself in the future after full-time RVing, whether that be a year down the road, 2 years down the road, 20 years down the road. Figure out what that future looks like in your mind, and then start building and planning for it today, whether that be starting a savings account along with your budget, whether that be buying pieces of property. That's what we're doing, is we're buying pieces of property for our exit strategy.
Yes.
Property does not usually depreciate. And so there's two types of assets in this world. There's appreciating assets and there's depreciating assets. And don't expect to come off the road and be able to sell your vehicles and your RV and take that cash and put it into a home or a piece of property or whatever the case may be. That's probably not going to happen. You're not going to get the money that you spent on it back to make that future happen for you, right?
Right, yeah. It'd be a nice, probably a good down payment, but it won't buy a house.
And you want to, most of us want to be debt free. And if you can get there, hopefully you're debt free through your RV life. And now you need to start building on being debt free once you come off of the road, however that may look.
Yes.
And that's what we're doing, is we're buying property now that hopefully we can live on. And that property, you know, if you have the future, we're looking at tiny homes, that because we like the small lifestyle. You may say that you want a 3,500 square foot home when you come off the road. Well, okay, start saving for it now and start looking for your location. So figure out what your goals are when you come off the road and start working towards those goals today. That should be your exit strategy. Again, we love this small lifestyle. Once we purged and we got down to a small lifestyle, we found that it's a lot less stress.
Absolutely. A lot less cleaning too.
Maybe your goal is to buy a piece of off-grid property. And that's great. Start looking for that property now. If you don't know where you want to live, most of us know about where we want to live. We know we want to be somewhere up north in the summer, somewhere down south in the winter, right?
Yes.
And so those are our goals. And we're starting to work on those goals now. But there will be a day when we have to hang up the keys. And if you want a piece of off-grid property with maybe a barn dominium or something on it, start looking into that now. Where would that be? Where do you think you might want to be? Those things need to go through your mind.
Absolutely.
Because when you come off of the road, you certainly don't want payments.
And you definitely want to have a place to go to.
Yeah, and hopefully you want to be debt-free.
Yes.
Because that's the goal of this whole lifestyle is so that we don't have property taxes. We don't have vehicle payments. We don't have maintenance costs. You know, well, we do have maintenance costs on our vehicles, but we don't have to pay for water. We don't have to pay for sewer. We don't have to pay for this, and we don't have to pay for that. You know, all those things, all those savings that you made while you were on the road, now you could maybe stick those into a savings account for your exit strategy. Anyway, that's our thoughts, and we just wanted to share those thoughts. Again, our exit strategy is our piece of property in Montana and at least one other piece of property somewhere in a warmer climate for the winter time. And we know that the day's going to come when we have to hang up our keys. We do know that.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're trying to plan for that today so that when that time comes, we've got it.
Yes, and oh my gosh, if you're younger, you're going to be way ahead of everybody.
Yeah. So figure out your goals. Figure out what your goals are in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever the case may be, however long you plan to be on the road. We have no idea. All we know is that we are going to have an exit strategy, and so we're building on that today.
Yes. We hope this helps you guys, because this has really been on our heart for us to be ready, and for us wanting you guys to be ready also when it's your time to exit the road.
Yeah. RV life is a lot of fun, and we can't think of anything that we'd rather be doing.
Yeah.
I mean, we get to see, as we said earlier, we get to meet new friends on the road. We've met some amazing people. We get to visit different churches. We've met some great people in different churches across the country.
Yes.
And I will tell you one thing. I don't care what the media tells us through the news. This country has still got a heart, and we are still good.
Yes.
Deep down inside, we're still a good country. We're still good people, and we've got a lot to offer the world. And we love this lifestyle because we get out and we get to see firsthand what's really happening in this country. And it's not as bad as the media might make it out.
So don't believe what you hear. Go out and find out for yourself.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this one up from Spokane, Washington.
It all starts with an idea.
Take those ideas, turn them into reality, make some memories, and have some fun, guys. That's what this is all about. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.